All right, welcome everyone. Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
your boy Kongming, episode 4. Oh boy, we got some big wigs.
Yeah, he has entreated or intrigued some kind of important... Yes, a whale has been hooked. And he's going to sucker him for all he's worth.
Yep.
Could he be producing Eiko, possibly? Could
Maybe.
he end up being just the organizer of the festival? Could he be some kind of big, kind of media exec? Could he be with TV? There's a whole bunch of situations this could be, but Kongming's stratagems are working flawlessly, even with hiccups kind of coming in to shake things up a bit. But now they have some allies with the band that they played against as well.
Because you don't stay enemies for long. You're either destroyed or won over.
Yes, exactly.
Maybe
so,
both.
Y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Watch him just be like from the US and he's like, "Hello there, how you doing?"
That would be
it's
amazing.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Chicky chicky ban ban, chicky chicky chan chan, chicky chicky ban ban, chicky 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 ban ban, chicky chicky. このフェスのオーガナイザーで Oh, here's both of my predictions.
Oh.
一杯いかがですか? 余計なことすんなし。エイコさん。
Oh.
Amazing. しかもいい15ステージでここまで人を集めたのは君が初めてだよ。素晴らしい。と申しております。
Yeah, I think he might totally be American.
毎年参戦してるけど過去最多。不人気ステージ。
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yo.
おおむね好評なようです。エイコさんには再び私の主催するフェスに出てほしいと申しております。
アートフェスの出演。ジェットジャケットの客。
Oh my god.
アウェーでの勝利でエイコに自信をつけさせ。
He's created something very big out of nothing.
エイコさん。
Eiko-san.
I love how she's doing it like an impersonation.
Stage. Oh. This is amazing.
Jinx both.
Oh. The Matrix.
規模は今回と同じ約1万人。昨年30万人を動員した夏の大型フェス、サマーソニアブッキング担当者。あなたが出たいと思う方を取ってください。ただし、サマーソニアの方は10万いいねで出演権獲得企画に参加することが条件です。我々が有望だと判断したアーティストのための企画。期間内に10万いいねを獲得すれば。サマーソニア出演決定です。
Oh.
Interesting.
You have to win social media.
Yeah.
無理にいいねをもらおうとして炎上し、
Oh.
消えたアイドル。
Oh my gosh.
高い代わりに。
All right.
すれば全て失う諸刃の剣。
ちなみにこの企画、5年間で達成したのは
What?
福岡のフェスでいいよね。ね、コメ。
エイコさん。私はあなたの夢を全力でお手伝い
Yep,
させて
you make the call.
Use me.
それがどんなに困難な道であろうと。
私の夢。世界最大のフェス、ボイセルランドに出ること。
Depending on what the time frame is, and if it doesn't need to be on one post, she could totally do it.
のんびりなんてしてられない。
Hell yeah.
All right.
I like you.
Yeah.
これでいいんだよね、コメ。
Subarashi. Yes. Yes.
You were right.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, he speaks
Wow.
great Japanese.
Yeah, yeah.
He's just like saying English probably because it's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, that was incredible.
大丈夫。孔明なら何とかしてくれるよね。ね、孔明。
それはいささか厳しい。今のままでは厳しいという意味です。天なりて時なりて人ならざるはこれ人に逆らうという。つまり今は新しい人材が必要ということです。
Yeah.
強力なラッパーを仲間にします。
We need a rapper.
All right.
パリピ孔明。
Oh my god.
I love it.
So one of the people in the OP, for sure.
やばい、怖い、10万怖い。今すぐ何かしないと、何か手を打たないと、10万に押しつぶされる。
Don't worry. If you're on Pinstagram, you know, it's way easier to get 100,000 likes than it is for a YouTuber. You know?
Yeah.
遊んでる場合かよ。
He's
Networking.
exactly.
エイコ、仕方ねえ。切り替えろ。
はーい。
Keep doing what you're doing for now, yeah.
孔明、ちょっといい？
申し訳ありません。これから約束がございまして。
これからって朝の4時だよ。
4 in the morning?
お許しください。
What kind of stamina does this man have? How long from now is that?
できることはやる。
Alright.
All right. Watch, what he's doing is he's making connections with a bunch of people that have big followings so that way they'll share the stuff and then because he doesn't even necessarily need to like they need to work the social media angle, you know?
昨夜星の巡りを見たところ、北斗七星の輝きが強く、南から東に向けて星屑が一筋の弧を描きました。渋谷から東の方角、六本木に大量の木が集まるようです。
それってどういうこと？隕石でも落ちるの？
今夜は六本木界隈が激アツということで、クラブ周りでもしようかと。
遊びたいだけかよ。
英子さんもご一緒にどうですか？
乾杯！って全然盛り上がってないじゃん。
Yeah, yeah.
いけません。ここでは酒を飲むだけです。ハッピーアワーの間は1000円で飲み放題。
All you can drink for 1,000 yen?
Wow.
Gentle on my war chest.
ここで心と体をしっかり温めましょう。Hey, Kongming, my man.
Hey! Ah!
Hi, cutie. Yours girl?
Kongming is my agent.
Oh, nice.
Nice!
よりプロデューサー？飲んだ。なんだかんだで満足感ある。
Dang, all you can drink for 1,000 yen.
Yeah, I know, that's
That's
crazy.
nuts.
That is insane.
Well, it must be just shitty beer, you know, like it's just whatever's on tap, you know.
Right.
それは時が来ればわかります。
But even then,
Yeah.
地球占い師みたい。
軍師とお呼びください。さあさあ、次のお店へ
You sure you don't want to be called the Strategian?
Ah, yes, yes.
四天王？
主戦場です。
oh.
めっちゃ盛り上がってる。みんなすごい格好。
Mm-hmm. Club outfits, yep.
飾り立て敵を威嚇
Wow.
飾り立てられておりました。
Yep, that's exactly why, yeah.
てかそうじゃなくて私の格好場違いじゃない？
そんなこともあろうかと。
何？
先ほどドンキで調達しておきました。
No, this is
Okay.
amazing. Yes.
It's like the Groundhog's Day part where it's just,
Yes.
wait, everybody knows him. What's going on?
Oh, it's because he stands out so much.
Oh, yeah.
Slay.
Wait, is she jealous?
Oh shit.
This is who they're here for.
Yeah. Target acquired. Oh, oh.
Oh,
オール明けのうどんうま
Oh.
それは
Oh,
that's a
okay.
bowl.
It's a bowl, but it's not that full.
Although she might have drained it a bunch.
先ほどのクラブである重要な情報を手に入れました
Hmm.
ようやく探していた人物にたどり着けそうです10万いいね企画の達成に一歩近づけたと考えております
Ippo. All along, he had been working hard on your account. Yes.
今までのこともそのため
Mm-hmm.
いろいろやってくれてたんだね
Oh, she doubted. She was worried that he was like slacking and
思った
just
のです
not
確か
taking
に
this
先はいろいろ
seriously.
と巡らせておりますが全ては時が来ればわかること
じゃあさ一個いい
なんなりと
ボイセルランドに一緒に行こう
世界最大規模の
Alright.
EDM フェスそれに出るということは世界的なアーティストになるということ
Mm.
私の夢ああ言っちゃった10万いいねでビビってる私なんかがでかい夢見すぎかな
そうですねまず私なんかと
Yes, good. I'm glad they
Yeah.
addressed this. She said it so many times in the beginning. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
ああそっか無意識だったそんなこと言っちゃダメだよね
その言葉で英子さん自身を縛ること
Yes. Yes.
Awesome.
魚にとって水が必要なように英子さんにとって音楽はなくてはならないものなのでしょう、これを水魚の交わりと言います
水餃子のマジ込み
水魚の交わり各べからざる友の存在という意味です、
Oh.
じゃあ孔明と私も水餃子だね
はい
頼りにしてるってこと
承知しました
Cool.
英子さんの目指す道は平坦なもの
An
ではありません
indispensable friend.
ですから今日英子さんが心の内を明かしてくださったことを喜ばしく思っております
そんな
私とあなたは一連卓勝、どう
Nice.
かその道果てるまでお供することをお許しください
Ah.
All right.
Your rank with the Star Arcana has increased to 3.
10万いいねの足しになるかわからないけど曲作ってみたんだ聞いてくれる
This is huge. Oh, cool. And then just roll credits right here. Yeah. Wait a minute, that... Wait a minute. There was a little tune there in the middle there that I was like, wait a minute, I've heard that from something else.
これは聞いた者の心を鼓舞するようなまるで
もう恥ずかしいんだから
Whoa,
黙って
whoa, whoa, whoa.
10万いいね企画何としても達成させましょうやはり今宵は六本木が激アツでしたね
Hey, cool. Okay.
All right. That was
Oh.
cute.
Really sweet, simple episode.
Yep. Mostly set up, but good
Yep.
stuff in there.
Pretty much
Yeah.
mostly set up. We had Kongming going about doing some scouting, some planning, some scheming, and
Yep.
we might have found a DJ that could also be a rapper. We'll see. I think it's more of a question of whether Kongming is assembling a team right now to then introduce to a rapper, or if he's then setting up just the situation where he'll bring a rapper into their group. But they need to get 100,000 likes. It's a very
Yep.
simple, easy to understand goal. It is actually ridiculously hard to do that from a social media standpoint.
Oh yeah, especially on the one post, not like some, just get a bunch of different posts and
Because usually what that means, yeah, exactly. What that means is you have to have like an average of like 25 to 50,000 likes on your posts.
Right.
For all of them.
or
And-
specifically engineer a way to make one post blow up in a ridiculous way.
which is, I will
It's-
say, it's very, very, very difficult to do without
Yeah.
spending a ton of money.
It's easier to stumble into it than actually like orchestrate.
Right, and I would say the more accurate way in which it does happen a lot is that people just end up building a social media posting situation where they have 10,000 to 50,000 followers, and then they get, between 25,000 and like 30,000 likes on their average posts. And then every once in a while, in a blue moon, they then get a post that does quadruple that and ends up getting 100,000.
But
likes.
okay, yeah.
Wow.
Here we are. We had a few really interesting things be brought up in this episode. There's the little old me bit with Kongming specifically being like, "Hey, well, we've, I've specifically worked to boost your confidence and everything, but like." You're actually doing really good right now. Don't shoot yourself in the foot. Yeah, exactly, right? Like, yes, am I helping you do it, right?
For sure.
Absolutely. But a lot of it is you too.
So degrading yourself or deriding yourself in any way is not helping you in any way. But it's also something, as the way he said it, it's like a fettering. It's something that ties something to you that you're dragging around, and you don't need to drag that stuff around. There's a beautiful element of the way it ties into the stuff that she talks about her past a lot, because if we, remember, the way in which she was brought into this environment and situation was because she ran away from home and might have considered taking her own life. So the fact that she kind of talks this way totally makes sense from her situation there, and yet you do not need to be fettered or tied down by your past. Your past happened, and it sucks. But while we don't need to erase it, you can move forward from it. You can spring forward off of it. And you don't need to keep all that insecurity of, hey, who is Kongming to me? Okay, I don't know. Do I feel uncomfortable about kind of sharing him with other people? Well, we're not even really in a relationship or anything, so how do I handle all this? Yeah, talk it out. And then talking about that stuff with your family and your dad and your mother, that's really good.
Yep. And I like that you brought that up, because the things that happen in this episode I would traditionally associate with like the early stages of a crush, right? But not that it couldn't be that, but there's a sense of dependency where it's the I don't know what I would do without Kongming.
Right.
So where exactly is he in relation to me as far as like just who I am, as a person, as a musician, all of this stuff, and who he is and what he does, because if you can't pin it down, then he might be like fulfilling a bunch of different roles, and then suddenly if you lost him for some reason, then you lost a whole lot more than just an agent or just a producer,
For sure.
Right? You lost so much more. And so then it's I'm not sure if I can fully depend on him right now, because it seems like he might be doing a bit of his own thing. And so when I see him talking to other people, I'm like, hang on.
Yeah.
You're my advisor, right? You're my main guy. So I don't know how I feel about this.
Right. And I like the idea that she doesn't necessarily know her situation or connection with him, and thus kind of has the if I have this kind of like possessive aspect of him, is it because I'm afraid that he doesn't see the value in me? Or because I don't see the value in him?
Or I don't see the value in me, so then I don't see why he would see value in me.
Right.
Yeah.
But then he brings up rather deftly, in a very nice way, the idea of someone being an indispensable friend. And there are people with which you can hear them say basically that they're your ride or die,
Yeah.
And yet, if you don't accept that and acknowledge that, you can end up doubting the very thing that they're offering and giving to you freely.
Right.
And thus not ruin it, but kind of sabotage a little bit. It doesn't necessarily end up going away, but it is something that has to be acknowledged and received openly. So the fact that he's so aggressively confident in his desire to share his life, basically enriching hers, you need to receive that, Eiko.
Right. And you can receive that and count on that and bet on that.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
and the choosing to take the 100,000 likes challenge, right? That was an example of that, right? Where it's there's the trepidation, there's the nervousness. This was what she wanted, but it's I feel comfortable taking this risk. It's also normal to get butterflies after you do something like that, and then you're like, oh God, was that the right decision?
Now.
You know,
Yeah,
exactly. You know, so because you're in new territory, you haven't ever been in this type of situation before, and the reality of it is starting to set in.
Right.
But you got good people with you.
Yeah, that is a very good point. In that when you do something that's a new first time, you can end up panicking about the little things after that decision.
Yep.
Because you don't know what to expect. And thus, it's important that you lean on those people around you who are good support systems in that regard. So, yeah, really cool stuff. We are seeing some schemes being set up. So
we are indeed.
We might see the execution of the schemes in the very next episode, which could be interesting because that would be our first example of a scheme being put into place that has nothing to do with her necessarily performing music.
That's true.
It could be just with regards to her being a cute, just, impassioned, eager, musician and artist in general.
Oh yeah. And I gotta say, I appreciated the explanation that Kongming gave for why can't you just tell me your plan? It's I actually have a lot of plans right now.
Yeah.
And so it's I'm cooking on a lot of different things, and to keep you up to speed with them, as I'm assuming he is making plans, working on those plans, adjusting plans, right? Because certain plans will fail, fall through, whatever. It's not that he has some perfect mastermind scheme, right, where everything's keikaku dori and nothing goes wrong.
He's a cook with many irons.
Yeah, he's a cook with a lot of irons and a lot of ingredients, and he sees opportunity, right? So he just does his thing.
When he's ready for you to come in and season the meal, he will call you.
Right, but you can't just take a lifetime of experience and expertise with something and just keep someone filled in necessarily while you're doing something that is a challenge for you.
Exactly. You can't rush art.
Yeah.
So, y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below. For our Patreon, you can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out my Persona 5 Royal Let's Play on Twitch. And yeah, if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.